Good morning! It's a fantastic day, guys. That's, you may be able to see in the distance behind me, that's Seaton in Devon. And I've just left Bearhead Caravan Park where I stayed last night. And I'm heading to and hopefully through Sidmout. It's apparently quite a tricky path. Narrow pathways, big ups, big hills, big deep gorges that you have to go down to beach level and back up again. I was advised by a couple a few days ago to avoid it if possible, and that was my plan until last night. And I thought, you know, you can't just miss it. You can't just give it up without making an effort, at least. So I'm going to give it a go. I mean, they meant well, this couple, of course they did, and it may very well have been good advice. But they're giving that advice based on their ability, aren't they? They don't know my ability. I may be able to get through. It's going to be really hard if I can get through, I know that. But I'm ready for hard. I've had quite a lot of hard lately, particularly through Dorset. But I just won't feel right in myself if I don't at least give it a go, give it a try. If I'm finding it too much, I've seen on the maps there are a few places where I can come off the coast path and I can get onto country lanes. So I've got to give it a go. I just won't feel comfortable in myself if I don't at least try it. So the scenery is supposed to be absolutely amazing on this walk. That's part of the reason why I want to do it as well, of course. I want to see that. I don't want to be stuck on country lanes if I can help it. So we're going to give it a go. I'd like you to come along and have a look at it with me. Yeah? Okay, come on, let's go! So there it is. That's the coastline I'm heading along. I'm not sure if you can make it out on my phone camera, but believe me, it's pretty up and down. Way in the distance, I'm guessing that must be Sidmout, but I could be wrong. But interesting to see that we've got red cliffs here after I've just finished doing so much coastline where the cliffs were white. Thank goodness me. It's a hilly land. I hope she's kind to me. Let's see how we go. So here we go. There's the first drop. And then obviously on the other side, the first big climb. Several more to come, I think. So there were some nightmare steps at the top up there, which were just too steep, couldn't take them. So I'm taking this path down the side of the hill, which meanders down, and then I can get back onto the coast track again. So it's not a bad compromise, I'm quite happy with that. Better than risking my life trying to go down those steps, mate. I've done it before and I'll never do it again. Not with this trolley. Never. So I've come down that first hill. You can see behind me there, the zigzag down the path into Branscombe. Nice little cafe there. Had a coffee. The lady told me there are 4 altogether of these steep hills, steep declines, bays to go through. So I'm happy that I'm trying to do it. If I don't do it, I don't do it, but I'm happy that I'm trying. I'd rather do 5 miles in a day on the coast path than 15 on the road. So let's see how we get on. The lady in the cafe said there's 4 of these beasts to get through. So I'm just setting off on the second. Which doesn't look so much now, but believe me, beyond those trees, it rises. What rises will fall. So on we go. So I'm just stopping for a little pause. Nearly at the top of this second peak, you can see behind me. I'm nearly there. Quite a few steps coming up, let me just show you. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So it's hard work. Of course it's hard work. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, let me tell you that, boy. But bugs everywhere. But I'm so glad, I'm so glad that I've attempted it, that I am attempting it. Okay, this is the second peak. If the lady at the cafe is right, there's 2 more. So long as I can get through without being in danger on this path, I reckon I can do it. And that's going to be a great boost for me, because I tell you, I lost heart a little bit in Dorset. It was so tough there, so tough. And I've gone through hard places on the way down, you know, there hasn't been a cakewalk this at all. North Yorkshire, that was hellish. And I suppose in a way it was similar to here and Dorset, you know, steep hills, big drops down into gullies, steep climbs up the other side, and steps formed out of boulders going down. Very, very dangerous with this trolley. But I got through it. And in Dorset, mate, I went through upslopes that were like that, with steps. I can't remember the name of the place at the moment. I'll put it in when I edit the video. Oh God, that was so dangerous. I'm just not going to do that again. It's not worth risking my life for. And I was risking my life then. And so I had to put in then diversions to get around this coast. So I was missing all the beautiful coast, which the idea of doing this walk was to see the coast. So I was disappointed in that. I was disappointed in myself that I couldn't do it. But so I lost heart. I did lose heart quite a bit. I thought about giving up, finishing it. Some good words from some close friends helped a lot. And now a few days later, it's all changed. I've got my drive back. I've got my confidence back. And even taking on stuff like this, I can do it. So long as the path is okay and I can get through with the trolley, I'm okay. I have lightened the load on the trolley quite a bit. I got rid of some kit. So I've sold some of it. I gave some to a charity shop. I would say I've probably got rid of 7, probably 8 kilos worth of kit. Hi there, morning. So that's helped a lot. It's still too heavy. It's still too heavy. If I'd have known what I was getting into, I would have gone for super light kit and a small backpack. in a small backpack. That's what you need. That's what you need. What I'm doing is crazy, but I've got no option now. I can't get rid of this kit. I don't have the budget to get rid of this kit and get the kit that's ideally suited for this. So there it is. The trolley's not suited for this, but we've been through a lot together. I can't get rid of my trolley. So we'll push on together and do what we can. And see what Providence gives us. See what Buddha provides. Hallelujah. So we're coming through a sort of forested area at the top of that second peak. And it's nice. It's nice and quiet. It's nice and cool. Today is so hot, man. So it's a nice little respite from the heat. You change your scenery too. Not many people. You do see, actually, I see a lot of hikers on this southwest path, more than I've seen on any of the coast paths around the country so far. It's a very popular coast path. Of course, the southwest coast path is very popular, and even more so since that book came out, The Salt Path. The amount of people who have asked me, have I read The Salt Path? I actually have. My sister-in-law had a copy, and I read it shortly before I left on this trip. A very pleasant book it was. Very good. But having said that, having said that, there are a lot of hikers. I've not seen many today. Half a dozen or so. It's a very beautiful day. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be out here. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I'm elated. So I've emerged from that wooded section back into the heat of the day, and it's beautiful around here. All those fields to the one side, and all that beautiful deep blue sea to the left. I'm feeling really blessed, guys. Really blessed to be able to experience this. What a beautiful country we're fortunate enough to live in. So that's where we're heading. There's another dip there. You may not be able to make out. And then there's a steep one right down to the beach there. I'm not sure where that is. I don't know. I'm guessing that Sidmout is there. I don't know. It could be much further on. I really don't know. And then some more of the Devon coastline, way off into the distance. Lots of lovely hiking still yet to do. So we're just going through this bit of pasture. It's not too much of a drop or a rise. Quite pleased about that. And according to the signpost I just passed, it's got about a mile to Western Mouth, which I think is the next real big rise and drop. So let's press on. It's going very well at the moment. So we've got a forested section, a few steps, in the final descent down into Sidmout. So there's Sidmout. Obviously not quite finished the descent yet, but we're nearly there. It looks absolutely idyllic, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So I managed it. This hike from Seaton to Sidmout. I had to divert slightly at Western Mouth. There was very, very steep steps going down into Western Mouth that looked quite dangerous. So I diverted around by the donkey sanctuary, but it's still part of the coast path. It's signed as a diversion. So I'm very pleased with myself. Considering I was thinking of not doing this path at all because of what a couple of hikers said to me about how difficult it was, that it would be too much for me with this trolley. So I'd worked out inland roads, lanes that I could take, and it was only like last night it popped into my head and I said, look, why are you doing this, Alan? You've got to at least attempt it. And it turns out I've been able to do it. Apart from that slight diversion around by the donkey sanctuary, I've done it. Yeah, it was tough, but it wasn't impossible. And I feel so good now. I feel so good that I've done it. You know, my faith in myself, in my ability has been fully restored. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful hike. And now as we're coming into Sidmout, I'm remembering I came to Sidmout. Crikey, it must have been mid-80s. I used to live in Newquay in Cornwall. I moved to Newquay in Cornwall when I was 17. Lived there, worked in hotels, did a lot of travelling, surfing, travelled to surf spots, etc. And when I decided to settle down, if that's the right word, I did my time, served my time as a plasterer. And a chap I was working with at the time, I was about 26, I guess. Mr. Bones, Tony, I hope you're doing well, mate. We were sent to Honiton. We were sent to Sidmout to work. And, you know, digs were provided. And it was quite a wild time. I didn't see much of the town. We went to the site and then we went around the pubs at night, and God, did we get plastered. 2 plasterers getting plastered every night. It was outrageous, outrageous. And I think it was about the same time as well as when Harry Enfield was doing those skits on the plasterer. Loads of money, bish bosh, loads of dosh. It was never like that. Not for me. I mean, it was okay, like, but anyway, that was the last time I was in Sidmout. Crikey, that's 40 years ago. Good God. Anyway, it's been a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed watching it half as much as I've enjoyed doing this hike. And it just goes to show perseverance. Don't take the word of other people. If you think you can do something, you damn well give it a bloody good try. You don't give up before you even start. I'm a bit late in life to be learning that lesson, but it's been a good lesson for today, and I'm very, very pleased with myself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail.